Now, one of the major characters who believes in this like doomsday lore anime is Lindsey Graham. If you don't know who Lindsey Graham
Oh
is,
yeah.
on Fox News a few times,
Oh yeah.
every single
I love this guy.
to make it short, he is the senator
We
of
need
South
to think
Carolina, and he is
about
notorious
Israel.
Yukon Warhawk. He has
Why aren't you thinking about Israel right now? I don't care about that dang hurricane that killed all them people.
ever met a war he didn't like. He is basically
Fuck them
the equivalent
Americans.
of the Golden Blood Feast to me. That is Lindsey
118
Yeah,
years
straight
old.
up.
Please, God, just let us meet Iran. Nothing else matters. I'll do anything, please. I just want to see burning flesh one last time before I die. Respectable partisan.
Graham. So Lindsey.
Yeah, I mean, that meme is like fucking 18 months old at this point or some shit. It's old ass meme. Dude, that Leaflet is just like, what is she doing, dog? What? Is she just like looking at nothing all day? Like, does she just react to these videos and then off stream she watches paint dry? Anyway, back to this.
This video here. The Shuon head one, I have not seen it yet. The Iran war situation.
Yay, alright, so Shuon Head, if you don't know, Shuon Head is a classic YouTuber. So the high-ranking military officials were the ones to leak it to the stripper. No, nothing like that, no, nothing that sensational. Although, maybe that's happened, I don't know. Who knows what they say, but anyway, she was just noticing that, like, you know, people keep coming in, young men keep coming in, like, I'm gonna get deployed, they spend all their money at the strip club. You know, let me tell you, the pizza index is great, but, look on Facebook Marketplace. Cause what do they do when they're about to get deployed? What do they do when they find out they sell their truck, they sell their TV? It happens. Anyway.
Is this a Lindsey Graham eyebrow face? What the hell's going on? What is happening? Alright, here we go.
What happened? Well, a few weeks ago, our government had a That's So Raven premonition. They had a vision, and they saw into the future. They saw that Iran was going to attack Israel. So we went ahead and attacked Iran. Now we're in some bullshit war. No, I am not joking. That's basically what happened. Despite the Pentagon saying there was no proof Iran was going to attack, it came to us in a dream. Source, we made it the fuck up. Now, there are many reasons floating around for this war. Israel, China, Russia, oil, Iran being 2 weeks away from having a nuclear bomb for the past 40 years, bringing democracy to Iran, and many other things. And we can discuss those things. Maybe it's all those things at the same time. But there is one thing I feel is just not getting enough attention. And that is the many people in our government who believe in a literal doomsday prophecy about this war and are possibly pushing our president to take the necessary steps to make it happen.
Wait, what?
No, I am not joking. No, this is not a conspiracy theory. This is not
Wait,
the Candace
what?
Owens
Wait,
channel.
what's
This is a
happening?
real thing, and we gotta talk about it.
Wait, what do you mean? Does Leaflet not know about this? She's just finding out about this? I sold my 68 Mustang Fatback when I got deployed. Yeah, I mean, that's just, you know, of course. Like, you're not gonna use it. You know? But anyway, it's just, it's an indicator. You know, it's like the pizza index, like anything else.
I know I keep saying the next video is going to be a slot video.
Yes.
I know, I'm sorry, but things
Yes,
just keep
wartime.
happening. But that's okay, it will be over quick, and then we can get to the more important issues, like making fun of women on TikTok. So in this video, we will
What
talk
do
about
these
this.
taste like? What do these taste like? Are they even good?
What, White Monster?
I don't understand.
Sorry, but things just keep happening. But that's okay, it will be over quick, and then we can get to the more important issues, like
Dude,
making fun of
Leaflet
women.
is so fucking lame, bro. She doesn't even know about White Monster. Yeah, now, but now I want it back. I used to get chicks with it. I don't. Oh, okay. Okay, what is a Mustang Fatback? I don't even know. I'm not a car guy. Is it a motorcycle? Oh no, it's like a. Okay. Oh, a fastback. Yo, I read. Yo, dude, I'm dyslexic. I'm not even dyslexic. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I've seen these before. Yeah. Yeah, this is in GTA. I had this car in GTA. Yeah. A 68. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that's kind of what it looks like. 68 version. I think the chat might be a few seconds behind. Yeah. Yeah, GTA for sure. Oh yeah. Wait, is this the Dukes of Hazzard? I even put work into it and I dropped a 5.0 Coyote. Dropped in a 5.0 Coyote. All right, what? I'm gonna find out what a 5.0 Coyote is. Is there Wikipedia? The Ford modular engine. Ah. Cody V8 was the first produced in 2010 for the 2011 model year. Oh, damn. Dude, that was a big job. You did that shit? That's crazy. For the Charger, the Challenger, the Chrysler 300, and the Grand Cherokee. Oh yeah, you know what though? I don't know if you know about the Cherokees from like 2019, but they turned out to be dog shit. Yeah, by hand with 2 other of my military buddies. Shit. I mean, I know you had more than your hands. Okay, ain't no. What were you pulling bolts out with your teeth? Yeah, I know you needed a lift, dog, but I get what you mean. I get what you mean. That's crazy, bro. That couldn't be me. That couldn't be me. I don't really like cars. I like computers. I'm a computer person. I had tools. We lifted the engine by hand. That's crazy. That's crazy. Aren't those things like 1,000 pounds? The fuck? The Heliante? Alright, back to this bullshit.
So in this video, we will talk about this gas war. We will discuss the strange characters who are encouraging it, the Doomsday cult they belong to, and I will...
Yeah, but it was 3 jacked dudes.
What the hell's happening?
A lot of it. The Iran war is an
I used to be
extremely hot topic.
jacked, believe it or not.
From the stock market to gas prices to possible World War III. It feels like I wake up every morning and like...
I wasn't
major
ripped,
historical
but I
events
was
happened while I
jacked.
was sleeping overnight. So it's pretty hard to keep up with the news lately.
You know what I
For
mean.
5 years now, I have been using today's sponsor,
I
Ground
stopped
News.
going
So
to
let's
the
quickly give
gym,
them a shout
though.
out before we get into this video, shall we? Ground News is a website and an app that gives readers
What
a
the
fun,
fuck?
easy, and transparent way to read the news.
Whoa, whoa, why did she just become woke? What the fuck? Like, she was trad, and then she became
Ground News
woke.
is a website and an app.
What the fuck? I'm fat now. I used to be jacked. Okay, I feel that. I mean, I'm not fat now, but I also used to be jacked. I put on 120 pounds since leaving. I'm kind of jealous. I struggled to put on like 30 pounds, bro. I was 120 when I was 19, and the most I ever made it to was 150, and I had very little body fat. But I don't really eat that much. I weigh 370 now. Oh, that's tough, man. I mean 270. Yeah, okay, that's better. That's better. 370. That would have been crazy, bro. It's like, wait, what are you 6'5"? How, what the fuck? Nah, but anyway. Yeah, I mean, look, it's okay. It happens. It's all too common in this country. You know, I encourage you to, you know, pick up some weights again. You can do it. Now I still walk around and I can still run. Yeah, that's advantageous for losing the weight. So you're very fortunate in that case. Yeah, I weighed like 150, and I think I've shed the weight, unfortunately. I haven't weighed myself in forever. I just don't really give a fuck anymore. As long as I'm not, like, underweight. And I don't think I am, although, again, I haven't weighed myself lately. But I have been underweight before, and I know what I look like when I'm underweight, and I don't think I look like that. So I think it's fine. I think I'm fine. But anyway, I don't really like eating, you know? Like other people, they like eating, and I mean, you know, everybody likes a nice meal, okay, but it's just like eating is work, you know. It's like work for me. I'm lazy. I don't like I don't know how people do it. Like, people in our country, they be like, oh, I can't stop eating. I can't stop. And it's like, you know, it's like that the fucking Bill Burr skit. Or not skit, the Bill Burr joke. You know, but like, you know, I don't know, that's one thing about American life I can't really relate that much to. You know, I've always cooked for myself. I cook for myself as well. I don't really eat out, because it's too damn expensive, and I've always recognized that. So, I've like, mostly always cooked for myself. The only exception being like when I was in college, and of course when I was a young child. I had my mommy cooking for me. But, yeah, I mean, fucking, shit's expensive, man. McDonald's, expensive. They just lowered their prices, though. They did. I don't know if you heard about that. That's a recession indicator.
That gives readers a fun, easy, and transparent way
Anyway.
to read the news from all across the political spectrum, from left, right, and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of political
Yeah,
events that helps you
ground
understand the
news,
full
yeah.
story and really make sure you're
I
seeing
see
both
both sides. I see both sides.
Ground news makes it really
Shapiro.
easy to compare headlines to see how political bias can really affect the framing of a story. For example, this story about how Trump says he's
No.
postponing strikes on
Those are
Iran
classes.
power plants. A right-wing outlet covered it like, oil goes down and the stock exchanges go back up to the green after Donald Trump talks about Iran. And a left-wing outlet covered it like, surprise, Trump tacoed out of his plan to obliterate Iranian power plants. As you can see, very different vibes here. One of my favorite features on ground news has to be the blind spot feature, which shows you news stories that have been covered by one side of the political
Yeah,
spectrum
which
and
one of
the other
those
side.
is more
For example, here's a
accurate,
story
you
about how
think?
Trump is still more popular than Kamala Harris and Gavin Newsom, despite everything that's going on. But they're still going to run them in 2028, aren't they? 29 sources covered this. 70% of them were
God, I hope
right-wing,
they do.
and only 15% were left-wing, probably because it's
Dude,
still
there.
massive.
I'm
I
sorry.
imagine-
There's no way. There's no way, bro. Trump is polling better than both of them? How? I mean, I hate them too. I hate both of them. And I know how unpopular they are. I got some first-hand experience with that. But, like, what the hell, man?
For years now, it is one of the first apps.
There's no way.
I wake up in the morning.
Zionist Christians who think they're accelerating end times prophecy so that they can see Jesus sooner.
Yes.
That's an absolute pride and greed, however. and
Yes,
they should
it's
get-
called dispensationalism, and I talk about this all the time. And, like, the thing is, I said this yesterday, I don't know if you were watching, but, I don't want to, like, beat people over the head with my Christianity. You know, I've talked about it before, I'll continue talking about it here and there, but mainly I talk politics. Okay, I'm about politics. It's just that, unfortunately, my religion and politics are intertwined. They are inextricably linked in this country. Specifically when it comes to Zionism. And so I have to talk about it. But what Leaflet is reading here is correct. What her chatter is saying is correct. Dispensationalism is not Christianity. It is it is a political tool that disguises itself as Christianity. And I would go as far as to say that anybody that preaches dispensationalism, anybody that believes dispensationalism, they aren't real Christians. Because dispensationalism isn't about God's love, it's the fucking absence of God's love. It is, it's just evil shit, okay? That's basically it.
They should go straight to hell.
I'll go into more detail, I'm sure, in this video.
Oh, she explained it? Okay,
But
I'll
don't
let
just
her
take
explain
my
it.
word for it. Even the Nobel Peace Center called it.
How can you be... Leaflet claims that she's a Christian. She does, okay? She just says, I'm a bad Christian. She said that, like, a week ago. Which I found really kind of strange. Like, you're a Christian, but you're bad? Why do you think that? Why don't you, change that, maybe? Change that, perhaps? I don't understand that. Like, it's not the same as, like, saying, we all sin, you know, everybody sins, okay, yada yada. Okay, the classic Christian thing that Christians say. But, like, it's not the same as that. Like, you're saying that you're a bad Christian. What the fuck?
Way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers. And
Why would
respect
you,
your world.
but anyway, my point is like, if you're really a Christian, how do you not know what dispensationalism is? Like, you've at least... Maybe you haven't heard the terms, right, to describe it, but you've definitely, like... What Leaflet is doing here is she's pretending to not know. Okay, and she does this a lot. Usually it's when we're talking about woke people. But in this instance, it's weird because we're talking about Christianity. And she's like, oh, Christians that love Israel for religious reasons, what is that? What is that? Oh, I've never heard of that. Like, have you ever been to a church? Have you ever talked to anyone in your
Their
church?
vantage plan,
I'm
because
just being real though.
Huh?
That's actually one of the most hateful things you can do to God. Like, that's actually awful.
Huh?
There's, like, no love in it at all.
plan I use to get.
Wait.
God.
Wait, say that again.
The Nobel Peace Center called it an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. Best of all, I am currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan.
I'm
because
just being real though. If that's true, that's actually one of the most hateful things you can do to God. Like, that's actually awful.
So she's talking about what the chatter was
No
saying
life.
earlier. I'm
I
assuming.
use to get all of their amazing.
There was a bit of a
So go to
disconnect there.
ground.news/shoe, that's ground.news/shoe, or use the QR code.
She's right
on
about that.
screen, or the link in.
Hey, Leaflet and I finally agree on something.
I feel like we need to see
I can't remember the last time this has happened.
It is just a really great app, and I recommend it. So thank you, Ground News, for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not.
I only disagree with this bitch.
Right? Now let's get back to the video. Happy day 24 of the special 2-week military operation, everybody. We did it. Mission accomplished. I feel like every day I wake up and Trump is like, we won. And then something else blows up. And then again, he's like, we won.
We're making
No,
a deal.
war, but we won the war. Hey, maybe it will be over by the time this video uploads, because apparently Iran wants to talk to JD Vance. JD Vance is apparently the peacemaker here. Imagine the Iran war. Imagine possible World War III even. In the hands of a shoe-on headband. We're all gonna die. People, word for word, bar for bar, repeating the NPC talking points that we heard during the Iraq War. This Middle Eastern country is building weapons of mass destruction. They hate America.
Pigs will fly.
It's all the same. It's all the same people pushing for this. Only this time we have social media.
But Iran fucks with us all the time. They fuck with us all the time.
How?
We're seeing war propaganda from all
What?
sides being debunked.
No, they don't. But they don't though. Iran fucks with us all the time. How?
Right in front of our eyes.
Be specific.
If I pay a person $10 to go to your house and punch you in the face, do you think that I'm not fucking with you? Just out of curiosity. You think that's
Okay, they didn't do that. They didn't do that. They did that to Israel. Israel is not us, or, well, it shouldn't be. But it
That
is.
has like truly been the worst thing that has ever happened to the government. Imagine like getting away with decades of propaganda, now being debunked in real time by people called like PB Poo Poo 69. Brutal. Sorry, I have to like white balance my camera. I'm using. It's story time. I'm gonna be the new Miss Rachel. Today's number is 7, and we're gonna talk about
6, 7.
Tower 7. Anyway, I'm not the kind of person that's like, oh, I hope Iran wins. That's like I saw people saying that like that is psychotic. I don't want to go down with the U.S.
Larry Silverstein.
Like, if we're in a war, I want to win the war. Like, I just don't understand why there has to be a war. We know regime change doesn't work. We've tried this already. It never works. We always make sure we're not the world police. There are so many people all over the world suffering, but our
No, shoe on head. No, we are the world police. We are the world police. I was having this argument with someone with this neocon in my comments. And I know, J-Star, you're talking about some random fucking commenter. Like, okay, this guy has been like non-stop. He's been in all my comment sections. He's been like leaving a bunch of comments, okay? And I've been arguing with him. And he was trying to tell me like, no, America is the world police. And it's awesome, actually. And I was like, how does this isn't an argument. Americans don't want this. We don't want to be the world police. We should not be the world police.
To take care of
Nobody wants us to be the world police.
$200 billion for war. $200
It's crazy.
Notice nobody's like, who's gonna pay for that? When it's
There are
war,
people
when
that think
every
this,
mom
though.
dies of medication. Pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. $200 billion while American situations have not gotten any better. In fact, they're just going to get worse now. Everything is going to get more expensive, but that's okay. Apparently, that's okay. That's not a concern.
The U.S. economy is fundamentally sound, and that if it were to be extended, it wouldn't really disrupt the U.S. economy very much at all. It would hurt consumers, and we'd have to think about, if that continued, what we would have to do about that. But that's like really the last of our concerns right now.
Consumers.
but
That's what we are to these people. Just good little medium bug people, gonna go see a Marvel movie, maybe buy a Labubu, eat a little Dubai chocolate. We have no soul, no lives, no families to take care of. We are just consumers, and when we can't take care of those families. You know what their solution is? What's their solution? Take fewer trips to Starbucks. If I say what I'm
It's because you're buying avocado
I mean,
toast.
to be honest, this is not really bad advice.
Dude, Leaflet. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. You're so stupid. You're so fucking stupid, bro. I hate you. I actually, I despise you for this shit, bro.
Like the one thing you could cut out.
Actually, the boomers are right. Actually, it doesn't matter that your rent is $1,500 a month. You need to stop buying your $7 coffee at Starbucks.
thinking, I will
That's the problem.
simply be silent. Gas is gonna be like a
Yo, if you stop buying your coffee 5 days a week from Starbucks, then that'll save you like $35 a week. That's $140 a month, which is maybe probably not even 10% of your rent.
$1 billion. But that's okay.
Yeah, thanks for the advice, Leaflet. Yeah, great advice. Great advice.
Short-term pain for the long-term gain.
Short-term pain for long-term
Short-term pain, long-term gain.
Where do they get this from? Like, do these news people get like a
Where do you think?
like an instruction booklet or something?
Pay for a
Yes.
long-term
Short-term pain, yes.
Yeah, no shit.
American consumer short-term is
No, they get...
Some short-term pain for the long-term.
I guess it is kind of catchy. Like short-term pain gain, like it like rhymes. So it's easy to get stuck in your mind. This is like they're spellcasting on you. Like actually, they're actually spellcasting on you. That's the reason why it rhymes. Is that,
Yo, me when I discover propaganda for the first time, yo.
They're literally spellcasting.
What in the NPCS is this? It is your patriotic American duty to unplug the TVs in your parents'
Dude,
grandparents'
Leaflet
house
is so
now.
fucking
Destroy the
dumb. That's
cell
why I
accounts.
watch
Log
it.
them out of Facebook. It is up to us to stop the boomers from sending the Zoomers.
But also, like I said earlier, she's the only one uploading right now. Like, look at this shit. Asmongold is reacting to fucking Skyrim clips. A game from fucking 15 goddamn years ago. Reacting to woke tards that get a little too woke with it. This is it. Like, this is all we got. This is all we got, bro. Actually, I forgot about this one. I'll probably watch this one later. Actually, how long is this video? 27? Yeah, I might watch that
Another
today.
war in the Middle East. The amount of people who are anti.
Are we something like actual people? I don't think we are we? I don't know what's going on.
Dude, you're so behind. You're so far. That's so funny, dude. Dude, Leaflet is just like, what's going on? What's happening? Yeah, we're sending people. Yeah, dude. Fucking
To be
dumbass.
honest, I don't really know much about the war right now because I just don't really care that much.
Oh, no way. Oh, you don't really care that much? Wow. Wow.
I don't really care that much.
Oh, I'm just, yeah. Fucking American, our sons and daughters dying in a useless fucking war to make rich people richer. I don't care about that. That's where I draw the line, okay? Anything further than that, I care. I don't care about that shit. That's boring.
Last Thursday, who have completely 180'd is fucking insane. I literally have no theory of mind for being that.
Dude, what is her chat saying? Fair. One of them says
Like, a lot
fair.
of these people are just like totally.
Wait, what's the kick chat saying? Wait, no, that is the kick chat. I haven't been following since the initial attack. Hopefully it ends. Yeah. Wow. I've heard whispers of possible boots on the ground. These people are so fucking uninformed. It boggles my mind. Okay, it does.
Some of you are weak. You're submissive and breathing.
It's crazy. Like they're sitting here all whiplashed by this shit. Like, oh, what's happening? I don't know. And like their confusion is like. It's like a contagion. It's leaching into my brain.
The worst part.
Well, okay, so I think it depends, right? Because there's different degrees, right? So like you can be against, for instance, a war on terror sort of campaign. You could be against.
No.
That. You can be like, okay,
can I?
It was like really fast, right? So I think there's like a degree to it. It's not necessarily like don't do any ops or like. Oh.
I love it how they're still saying that the Maduro kidnapping was good because it was fast. Like you're still saying, like, dude, just don't talk about it. That's not a fucking argument. Just don't bring it up. Just like shut up. Just like nod your head and say based, okay, to the current thing. Don't go back to the other bullshit that we were doing a month ago and be like, oh yeah, remember how awesome that was? Yeah, I hope that this is like that was. Like, this isn't gonna be fast. The Maduro thing wasn't okay because it was fast. It was a kidnapping of a foreign leader.
I think there's like a middle ground there that can be had.
This whole war thing is not the death and destruction and possible economic collapse and nuclear fallout, but the fact that it's good for the Democrats.
Because he didn't want to give us oil for cheap.
They will probably win 2028 too.
He wanted to give China oil for cheap.
They will literally run on Orange Man bad and win. I'm tired of politics. I'm tired of voting. Take away the 19th Amendment. I don't want it. I don't want it. The men can have it. The men can deal with it. I'm done. I'm tired of voting for pee or poo-poo and always getting diarrhea. I'm done. The end. End of video. Sorry. Mommy's not mad. She's just disappointed. Anyway, like I said, there are many stated reasons behind this war. One of the things people blame this war on a lot is Israel. Many people believe that Iran was not an immediate threat to us, and that this is just another conflict that Israel is dragging us into, making us fight their war for them. Because of this and everything that's happened in Gaza.
Only in America can a woman get on the internet and broadcast and be like, please take my rights away. Please, I don't want to be able to speak. Like, what?
Israel's PR is in the toilet. Polls are showing Israel is becoming extremely unpopular,
I mean, look at Julio.
especially with young people. It's getting so bad that the Israeli government literally had to pay internet influencers to say good things about them. No, I'm not kidding. This is a real thing that happened. It was filed with the U.S. Department of Justice. They undisclosed...
Sorry. Okay, let me actually, I want to clarify that statement a little bit. only in America are people stupid enough that a woman will say that, okay? Technically, a woman in other Western countries could also say that, and it would be equally as like, accurate or whatever.
Bunch of YouTubers,
But,
TikTokers, Twitter personalities.
but
who
they
run
just
them
don't
for
do
last year,
that.
And they are most likely still doing that today. Imagine losing the internet PR war to 20-year-olds with anime avatars making TikTok edits of Jeffrey Epstein and Agartha. And listen, I know many people are tired of everybody blaming Israel for everything. Like, oh, I stubbed my toe this morning, it was Israel. They associate criticism of Israel with people like Hassan Piker or Candace Owens. They are just tired, and I get it. Hopefully I can bring some nuance into this discussion. Not
Okay, I like
everything is
nuance.
Israel's fault, but when it comes to the
Okay,
Middle East in
so
particular-
one of those people is a person that, like, calls Israel out for doing a genocide, for killing droves of innocent people. And the other one is an anti-Semitic conspiracy theorist who got her start on the Daily Wire by saying that Hitler had some good points. That's a true story, by the way. You can look it up. Candace Owens got hired on the Daily Wire by Ben Shabibo because she said Hitler wanted to make America great
When
again.
it comes to American foreign policy, Israel is extremely relevant. This is a historical
yeah, I
fact.
think
And if
so.
we are going to be attached to the hip to this country, we should absolutely be allowed to talk about it without a bitch in our ear calling it anti-Semitism.
True,
It is 2026.
so true.
We are done with these thought-terminating buzzwords. We
Yeah.
are done with the ists and the isms. These don't work anymore. It's not racist to criticize black
It's like I said, right? Them making it difficult to even talk about it at all, and like just nuking you for saying stupid shit about them, is actually what's causing people to go like, right? It's actually the thing that's making people go, man, maybe they do run the world. Like it's because of stuff like that they do.
doesn't matter. It's not
Or
sexist
people
to
do. I don't know
criticize
who's doing
feminism.
but-
It is not
I
anti-Semitic.
don't know who's doing it, but it's very obvious that there is a much heavier penalization for people that speak against Israel compared to other groups. It's very obvious.
To criticize a foreign country. And frankly, in my opinion, the
Yeah,
worst thing-
I wouldn't put it like that because that's fucking stupid, okay? Jews do not control the world. They do not even control America. As much as these racist motherfuckers want to make it seem that way. The Zionists control America. And they control most of the world, okay? At least what we see as the world, which is Western society. Yeah, like the Zionists have a profound amount of influence over America, over Europe, and even Africa, somewhat, a little bit. But they don't have control over the Axis powers.
you could do for Jewish people right now is conflate the nation of Israel with Jewish people as a whole. Like, what are you doing? Oh, you don't want the world to end? It's some kind of nuclear holocaust? What are you? An anti-Semite? It's like when there's legislation to give pedophiles the death penalty, and people come out like, this is transphobic. It's like, what do you mean by that? It should be questioned mainstream narratives. That's why this entire channel was created in the first place. We are here to criticize the media and the government that has a history of
Like, listen, guys, like, it's really this simple. It's our God-given right as Americans to talk shit about anyone we want. It should be. And it's very sad that we can't do that because of these countries. We should be able to shit
Yeah,
talk
you
everyone.
never could, and it's not the Quangos. Stop saying Quangos. It's just fucking lame. You call everything a Quango now. You've been doing this for like 1 week. You heard the word Quango 1 week ago, and now you can't stop saying it. I hate it when content creators do this. Like, just learn some new words, dog. That's all I ask. That's all I fucking ask.
to us, especially on topics like that.
Anyway, you could never talk shit about the Zionists. Okay, well, actually, there was a time where you could do that. There's the now time, right? You can do it now. Also, you could do it in the 19th century. Okay, but basically for like 150 years, criticizing the Zionists means you get assassinated. But anyway, all that is to say, you've never had free speech in America, okay? Free speech is an illusion. It's only a right granted to the elite.
I think that's totally valid and normal, and you think I'm an anti-Semite for this? Well,
And it just so happens that the elite interests in America intersects with Zionist interest. Interesting how that works.
Racist, sexist, homophobic,
Same.
transphobic for the past
True.
15 years. Honestly,
I feel
what
all
is,
the time.
what is one more to add to the list? When this all initially popped off, one of my first tweets about this was this. Many people were confused as to exactly what I was talking about, so let me explain it simply. There are people in our government right now who believe in a biblical prophecy about Israel. Pete Hegseth, Lindsey Graham, Mike Pompeo, Ted Cruz, Mike
Wait, is this the
Yes.
thing where like Christians have to protect Israel? Is that what they're talking about?
Johnson, Mike Huckabee.
No. No, I'll give you the short and sweet version of it. Leaflet. Okay, Christian Zionists don't want to protect Israel. They want to protect Israel until it gets blown up by the Muslims. Okay, the Christian Zionists, they want all the Jews to die in Israel. That is what they want. And you can talk to them, okay? They won't admit it to you, especially now. But make no mistake, that's what they want. And in the past, there have been times where they've come out and said it. Okay? Because that is the prophecy. Okay? The dispensationalists believe that if they force or manipulate all of the Jews into going to Israel, and then they get nuked, and they all die, then Jesus will descend from the heavens, and he will rapture us. That is what they believe. It's ridiculous, it's stupid, it's unchristian. That's it.
And many others believe a massive
That's
war
just my
surrounding
opinion,
will
though.
bring Jesus Christ back. They want this. To them, this is the good ending. We'll all be saved. Great. Awesome. Unfortunately, many Americans and many people all around the world will die in a giant nuclear war. Not great. Bad, even. This particular religion is called dispensationalism, a type of evangelical Christianity that became popular in the 20th century. That's right. Today we are talking about the EQ, the evangelical question. Evangelicals are one of the largest religious groups in America. And they are
So it's true that it gained popularity in the 20th century, in the early 20th century, but the ideology goes back to more like the mid 19th century.
huge important voter bloc.
Just-
What you have to
just to
understand is
clarify.
evangelical Christianity is absolutely f***ing obsessed with the end times. This isn't just like an offhand thing that's mentioned in the Bible and
Can I get some Kugurumas in chat now? Oh my god.
they bring up sometimes. No, this is like their whole f***ing thing. It's like all their talks, their sermons, their books. Basically, they are extremely horny for the end of the world. And many of those people are in the president's ear right now.
Strike and 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 strike. For angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now. Amanda ata ata raka deda baka sanda ata ambo osa tata rike eke banda ata rike.
That's schizo.
Yeah, you've never seen her? By the way, that's not speaking in tongues. I hate it. I hate that shit. Dude, why are white people always so bad at it? Why? And why do they keep trying to do it? Yeah, I know. White people be like, okay, but like, that's real shit though. Like why?
Trump's current spiritual advisor.
Why did
Most
they keep
evangelicals,
doing
he
it?
considers Israel her spiritual home, thinks Christians should be mandated to go to Israel in order to go to heaven, and believes that backing Israel is a biblical mandate. Now, what the fuck am I talking about? What do these people mean by biblical?
Yeah, that
they
Trump-
believe stuff.
dude,
The Bible-
Trump
they believe
elected
the Bible
her.
That placed little like notes next to everything that explained the biblical text. Evangelicals believe it is their
That
duty to protect
she's
Israel.
his-
They're probably thinking, like,
she's
okay, so
his
what, like,
spiritual
we have a lot of interest
advisor.
with Israel. Who cares if these evangelicals want to protect Israel, right? Well,
Along with the guy, I forgot the guy's
I
name.
get that. Like, I get that there are times where like it's actually in our best interest to like help out Israel. Like I totally understand that. I'm not aware of any mainstream Christian advocates for World War III. I've done a lot of research into it. She may not want to conflate evangelism with the 19th century millenarianism. I mean, let's hear what she has to say. Thank you, Drew. Thank you.
basically, the evangelical dispensationalist belief goes like this. Step 1, the Jewish people return to the land of Israel. Step 2, Israel becomes the main character in a massive war. Step 3, global destruction called the tribulation occurs. Step 4, Armageddon happens. And step 5, Jesus Christ returns.
Easy.
Behold, the fruits of Martin Luther. To get my biases out of the way a little bit, I was born and raised Catholic. Baptized, communion, confirmation,
Uh-oh.
catechism class for years, all that stuff. I stopped caring for a while. I had like a edgy atheist stage as a teenager. Then I was agnostic for a while.
I remember
and then
that.
In 2020, when I moved back home during COVID, I returned to Catholicism. Needless to say, I am comfortable with identifying as Catholic again today. I don't talk about this because it's not relevant, but it's relevant here. I have many Protestant friends. A few are evangelical. This isn't to like hate on them, even though I'm going to be making jokes, but it's just to shine a light on a heavy bias.
I hate on them. Oh yeah. Now, Jesus teaches us otherwise. I can't help it. Okay? I can't, like, it, unironically, okay? Like, I can't help how I feel. I hate these motherfuckers. I hate them. I will show restraint, okay? That restraint being, I won't, stomp on their head until it explodes. But, I hate Zionists. You know, if you're a Christian Zionist, fuck you. Die slow, motherfucker.
Power may have towards the Middle East. If a bunch of Catholics were in power pushing for us to go to war for the Vatican or something, that would also be a conversation worth having, but that is not happening right now. And if you're wondering why Ted Cruz suddenly out of nowhere is sharing like 10,000 word AI slop Twitter essays about how Catholics are parasites, it's because he's butthurt that Catholics don't believe in the same doomsday prophecy about Israel.
What does Ted Cruz believe? I mean, I don't even know what Ted Cruz believes in. Like honestly, I don't even know. I don't know if he's actually believes in it, or
Catholics
this
are
is
not
just-
religiously obligated to
So
support Israel.
yeah. So I don't know if I don't think that she said no Catholics. I'm not Catholic, okay? I don't. Hold
The same
on.
doomsday prophecy about Israel. Slop
They
Twitter
don't
essays
believe in
about
the
how Catholics are
same
parasites. It's because he's
doomsday
butthurt that Catholics
prophecy.
don't believe in the same doomsday prophecy about Israel.
What does Ted Cruz believe? I
Okay.
don't even know what Ted Cruz
So
believes.
I'm pretty sure there are dispensationalists in the Catholic Church. Catholics, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, sorry. Okay, I didn't think that it was a requirement to. Hey, that's kind of cool though. Okay, hey, W for the Catholic Church if that's the case. I don't think it probably not though. Okay, probably not. But anyway, Ted Cruz is I think he's an evangelical. I think right. Is he a Methodist?
Like honestly, I don't even know. I don't.
Or is he Anglican?
I don't know if he's actually believes in it, or if
Catholics
it's
are
just-
not religiously
I don't know. I don't
obligated
care.
to support Israel. Same with Orthodox and honestly,
He's not a
most
Christian.
branches of Christianity, evangelical
Yeah,
Protestants.
I've never heard that. Like, I've never been a part of
Like,
On the other hand, don't know how to f***ing read and think the modern state of Israel is the same Israel mentioned in the Bible. This would be like the fry cook at McDonald's being named Jesus and you falling to your knees and worshiping him as a savior, and then blowing up the world for him.
I came into Congress 13 years ago with the stated intention of being the leading defender of Israel in the United States Senate.
Great.
I've worked every day to do that. Growing up in Sunday school, I was taught from the Bible: those who bless Israel will be blessed, and those who curse Israel will be cursed. Where does my support for Israel come from? Number one,
oh
How do you
shit,
guys
my
know? How do you
chat
guys
went
know when I'm doing
offline.
it? I see the emotes in chat like every time.
because biblically we're
literally
commanded
what
to
I'm
support
doing.
Israel. But number two,
Hold on. You're a senator, and now you're throwing out theology, and I'm a Christian. I'm allowed to weigh in on this. We are
Dude, I was watching Destiny's chat. Yeah, I was watching a Destiny stream the other day because somebody asked me to. And I'm never gonna react to fucking Destiny, by the way. But anyway, it's so sad. Like, his chat is completely dead. Like, her chat moves faster. That's crazy.
government of Israel.
we are commanded to support Israel.
To think all of this could have been avoided. We simply
I'm stuck in the mindset that Leaflet is a nobody. It's not really true anymore. She has some motion. Okay, as per usual, J-Star is ahead of the curve, okay? I'm a fucking trendsetter. I watched Leaflet before it was cool. Now it feels like everybody's fucking watching Leaflet.
named Israel.
God damn it.
Jersey. Dispensationalists take the Bible extremely literally. They're basically like the autism of Christianity, which is why so many Protestant evangelicals in our government are Zionists. Now let's discuss the word Zionist because I know that word like makes some of you cringe, and
I thought that was like from the Matrix.
Huh?
Voice of the Far Realm, thank you so much for the best thing. So you get a facepalm emote? I totally should. You're
don't
right.
blame you because it's kind of just like thrown around so haphazardly today. It basically means nothing anymore. There are Zionists of all races.
No,
Not
no,
Jewish-
it definitely means something. Okay, it definitely has a meaning. Dude, I hate it when they do this shit. Like, somebody called somebody else a Zionist and they weren't a Zionist, so the word has no meaning anymore. Like, no, man. It has meaning. Okay, nobody is trying to change the meaning of the word. Zionist, it's always meant
Jewish
Zionist.
people are
It always
Zionists, not all
means
Zionists are
that.
Jewish. Most Zionists in our government are not Jewish. So don't let them ever guilt trip you into thinking you're anti-Semitic for criticizing people like Ted Cruz. Also, it's not anti-Semitic to criticize the Jewish people in our government either. Like Randy Fine, bro is a freak. There's a reason the first time I shook Netanyahu's hand, I did not wash it until I could touch the heads of my children.
Yeah, Randy Fine is crazy. He said recently, he was like, we need to kill all Muslims. Because that guy attacked a fucking synagogue or whatever. He, like, tried to kill some kids in a synagogue. Ran his truck into the building. Yeah, because of that, before we even knew the identity of the guy, which, by the way, I still don't know if the guy was Muslim. I don't know, I mean, he could have been, but anyway, Randy Fine was immediately like, kill all Muslims! Kill them!
Dude, like, dude, this is like some, this is like some like hardcore like idol shit. You know, like Japanese like idol shit. It's like you just shook the hand of your Oshi and you want to like touch your kids with it. It's so weird. Like, it's like imagine like fucking Netanyahu talking at a conference and they have like the fucking glow lights and they're dancing. It's like the same thing.
What the Anyway, contrary to popular belief,
so funny.
Zionism does not mean when you like
Oh, man.
passively support Israel as like a good ally to have in the Middle East. That is not what being a Zionist is. It's like a whole ideology. It's like a movement. Now, one of the major characters who believes in this like doomsday lore anime is Lindsey Graham. If you don't know who Lindsey Graham
Aw,
is,
yeah.
on Fox News a few
Oh,
times.
yeah.
Every single
I love
day.
this guy.
To make it
Oh
short,
my
he is the
God.
senator
We
of
need
South
to think
Carolina. He is a
about
notorious
Israel.
Yukon warhawk. He has
Why aren't you thinking about Israel right now? I don't care about that dang hurricane that killed all them people.
never met a war he didn't like. He's basically
Fuck
the
them
equivalent of
Americans.
the Golden Blood Feast to me. That is Lindsey
118
Yeah,
years
straight
old.
up.
Please, God, just let us nuke Iran. Nothing else matters. I'll do anything, please. I just want to see burning flesh one last time before I die. Respectable.
Graham. So Lindsey
Yeah, I mean, that meme is like fucking 18 months old at this point or some shit. It's old ass meme. Dude, that Leaflet is just like, what is she doing, dog? What? Is she just like looking at nothing all day? Like, does she just react to these videos and then off stream she watches paint dry? What the fuck, man?
girl's name, by the way, believes that defending Israel is God's will and has
There's a
said
lot of names like that, though, that were like originally a dude's name and they became girl's name. Like Shannon. Shannon is also a dude's name.
things like,
Okay, Holden is not a girl's name. I
I
don't
wouldn't blame
think.
anybody if they assumed he
Oh,
was the
Lindsay.
senator of
She's talking about
Television, the senator
Lindsay.
of South Carolina. When his own state was hit with a massive hurricane,
My
Roe
bad.
said this.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
But look what's going on in Israel. They're running
Look what's going on in Israel.
No, there's no shot. There's no shot.
Nah, bruh, that shit's real.
Said
No
this.
shot.
I'm glad she played that.
You know, I've been going all over South Carolina like most people haven't slept much. But look what's going on in Israel. They're running out of ammunition in Israel. We have to help our friends.
We have to send our friends in Israel more guns and
And
bombs.
even outright says he would support a foreign country over the citizens of America.
All the anti-Semites, all the isolationists, I don't believe. Forget it. I'm not with you. I'm with Israel. I'll be with Israel.
I'm with Israel. I'm with Israel.
The-
Fuck
it's like
America.
saying you aren't
Fuck
with and a
America.
country is so fucking insane for a United States politician to say,
totally
how is
agree
this guy
with
still in
you.
office? This is like
That's
borderline
ridiculous,
treason.
man.
Israel and the
That's
United States,
crazy.
you just wait to see what comes in the next 2 weeks.
The next 2 weeks meaning what?
Dude,
We're
this is
gonna
like
blow.
one of the most cringe things I've seen. Like this
We're
is
gonna blow them up.
the last week has just been like a cringe overload. It's like,
The hell out of these people.
I'm sorry, we're gonna what? It's not war if the balls don't touch. Okay, so Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz are
dude,
weird.
these people are like, oh my god, bro. Is that Netanyahu's sock? Is that Netanyahu's sock? Give me that, give me that.
American last freaks who believe this conversation, but like, who cares, right? There's a bunch of those guys. Like, who gives a fuck what they believe? Well, here's the issue.
so
Ted
bad.
Cruz and Lindsey Graham might be the little birdies in Trump's ear pushing us to do this war.
I urged the president to launch this attack. As you noted, I was with him pretty much the entire day on Friday before the attack launched on Saturday. Pretty much the whole time he was asking me what I thought we should do.
Oh God.
We had direct contact with Netanyahu to help make the case on Iran. Graham
We're
traveled several
dead.
times to Israel in recent weeks, meeting with members of the country's intelligence agency. They'll tell me things our own government won't tell me, he said. He spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, coaching him on how to lobby the president for action. Netanyahu showed the president intelligence that persuaded Trump to go ahead, Graham said. Ah yes, Netanyahu, someone we should definitely listen to when it comes to this subject.
There is no question whatsoever that Saddam is seeking and is working and is advancing towards the development of nuclear weapons. No
True.
question whatsoever.
No question whatsoever.
Yeah, that's happening.
It's crazy how I literally warned about this happening. Like months ago, I literally
So like what I heard, and this is like completely separate from whether or not the current things are good. But from what I heard is that Iran was only enriching nuclear material. They weren't actually building a weapon. And that our original stance was like, we don't want them to have a weapon. But then that changed to just straight up enrichment, being like, and this like shifted basically like recently. That's what I heard is what happened.
warned the administration
Huh?
to move away.
Separate from,
No question whatsoever.
uh-huh.
It's crazy how I literally warned about this happening. Like months ago, I literally.
So like what I heard. So what I heard, and this is like completely
Sorry, I
separate
zoned out.
From whether or not the current things are good. But from what I heard is that Iran was only enriching nuclear material. They weren't actually building a weapon. And that our original stance was like, we don't want them to have a weapon. But then that changed to just straight up enrichment, being like, and this like
Oh.
shifted basically like.
Okay, so Leaflet, how do you think you build a nuclear weapon? They were still saying that they're building a nuclear weapon. They weren't enriching the uranium. They weren't building a weapon. They weren't doing any of that. They fucking lied. That's what they do. They just lie, dude. That's all they fucking do. Oh my God, dude.
From Lindsey Graham. Trump.
Oh, Lord.
Vance, listen to me. Get people like Lindsey Graham far away from anyone in power right now. This little Venezuela stuff was
I'm
too
gonna
much. We're not
fucking
touching-
blow a
we're
gasket
not touching the Middle East,
in
especially.
my
We all
brain.
have Middle East. We all have Middle East fatigue.
Yeah, I do.
I just need to say, I don't
It's
like
true.
being corrected about this
But
stuff.
then again, like, do I think that it was really bad to just take the opportunity. I don't know. I don't know the calculation there. It seems like it's a good idea from what I've seen.
Would rather be wrong. I would love nothing more than to be fucking wrong about everything. If we don't put boots on the ground, if we don't create a new
Yeah,
forever
you're
war,
not
that
wrong.
would be the best thing ever. You can come back to this video and say, nah, 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 boo boo, you were wrong. And I would be like, hell yeah, fantastic. That would be
Like, regardless of like what happened in the past, you can make an argument that, you know, you can make arguments that like maybe it was caused by people fucking around in the past or whatever. But from my point of view, right, as an American alive today, I'm not really chill with people that say death to America. I'm kind of like, you know, do I really?
Oh, okay. So yeah, so we should blow them up. Yeah, we should blow them up. They say death to America, so we gotta blow them up for that. Why? Why should we blow them up for that? Because they say death to America? Like, what I said before is true. Iran has not done anything to us. Nothing. Nada. Until the retaliatory strikes. Which was this year. Okay, so we've been escalating this whole situation. And in the meantime, Iran has been doing nothing to us. And then Israel launched missiles at them. And they understandably saw that as a declaration of war from Israel, from Israel's allies, from the West. Because it is. That's exactly what it was.
But, you know, blowing up their capabilities, not really. Seems like pretty poggers to me.
wonderful. I will personally...
No, man. It doesn't seem poggers to me. It seems like, violating another nation's sovereignty for no good reason.
Handwritten letter apologizing.
That's what it seems like to me.
I don't know if it's gonna happen. All I know is I saw a commercial for the military with white men in it. So, not a good sign. And right now, as I am making this video, our good friend Lindsey Graham is talking about putting boots on the ground.
Here's what I tell President Trump. Keep it up for a few more weeks. Take Kharg Island, where all of the resources they have to produce oil. Control that island. Let this regime down a bone.
Is this going to, though, take Kharg Island?
Fun fact, we have so much air superiority in Iran right now that we're using 50-year-old bombers and dumping expired munitions.
Is it going to involve U.S. troops on the ground?
50-year-old bombers that cost us $2 billion. Wait, was it $2 billion? Or was it 2 trillion? Anyway, the war has cost us a fuck ton of money, and they keep shooting down these jets that are 50 years old. They cost $100 million to produce each.
Iwo Jima, we can do this.
We did Iwo Jima, we can do this. What the For those unaware, Iwo Jima was one of the most brutal battles of World War II. About as many Americans died in that battle than all of the Iraq and Afghanistan war combined. This guy's a fucking freak, dude. Also, who the fuck is we? We? You enlisting, Lindsey Graham? Bitch.
We have the best chance in 2,000 years when Iran is neutralized.
I'm sorry, I thought this war started in 1979.
Dude,
Yeah.
I feel such a disconnect when I watch videos like this, because Leaflet is sitting there behind her fucking VTuber avatar, and she's supposed to be the trad-based conservative. You know, the patriot, the patriotic American. I love America. You woke-tards, you don't love America. And she, like, I can't laugh at this shit. Like, I can't. Very, very sparingly, okay? I can laugh a little bit at Lindsey Graham. I'll give her that. Lindsey Graham is kind of funny. But like, he's fun to laugh at, okay? But anyway, I just... like, how am I the fucking America hater when I can't laugh at fucking... when I know Americans are gonna die. They're going to die. We're sending them to die. And I'm against that. But I'm the unpatriotic one. And this is the way it's always been. It's always been like this. The people like me that are historically against the war and the useless fucking warring, and they don't want Americans to go die in the war. We're the unpatriotic ones. It's bullshit.
Iranian Revolution overthrew the...
Fuck you. It's not funny.
But I guess I was wrong. This war actually started 2,000 years ago.
You remember what I said about the Republicans being super fucking French? Holy shit.
That's right. It's not about weapons of mass
Holy
destruction.
shit.
It's not about...
No.
Iran. Turns out...
By the way, this is kind of, you know, say what you will about Trump and, you know, him being a part of attacking it. Like, this is why I like MAGA so much. It's just, it's so much less cringe than, like, people like Lindsey.
We're fighting an ancient desert war. Exactly what MAGA voted for. Another factor that is relevant to these warmongers banging on the war drum.
Like, old...
This is MAGA.
Republican establishment is, like, so awful.
is, of course, money. Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham receive a ton of money from...
What? This is the establishment. What the fuck are you talking about? They're gone, man. There is no more. They either bent the knee, or they're fucking dead in the ground, or they're irrelevant. This is the establishment. MAGA is the establishment, you dumbass. You dumb piece of shit.
Many politicians in our government are paid by AIPAC, Democrat and Republican, which is why you probably
God
see
damn.
anti-Iran war stuff coming from even the Democrats, when they would usually jump on literally anything to make Orange Man look bad. The only thing Democrats and Republicans can agree on is protecting files and war. Right. AIPAC stands for the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. Now, you might sometimes see people bring up, like, AIPAC money, like, oh, this guy takes AIPAC money. And maybe some of you don't really understand, like, why that's a big deal. So I'm going to explain it in a nuanced way you can hopefully understand. The reason why people don't like big money being involved in politics in general is because it can literally...
Dude, I have so much fatigue of just, like, Middle East shit. Like, seriously. Like, I think after everything that's happened in, like, the last year with, like, Middle East stuff, like, I want to talk about America. I'm so over it. I'm just so over it, man.
Really purchase the way a politician will...
United States of Israel.
The culture in America and gaming and anime and like woke.
Well, that's too damn bad. You don't want to do that anyway. You could do that. Why not do that? Why? You could just ignore. You already said you're not paying attention to this shit anyway. Give up. Unironically, stop talking about it. Just fucking follow the leader. Okay, what is Asmongold doing right now? I'll tell you what he's doing. He's not covering fucking Iran today. I guarantee it. Okay, I don't know. You want to find out? Let's see. Let's see if he's streaming. Nope. Yeah, I mean, the videos he's uploaded today, he's looking at gaming content. You can do that too, Leaflet. You can shut the fuck up. You can shut the fuck up forever. And I'll never react to you again. Please. Please do it.
Oh man,
or don't.
CEO of a health insurance company donates to a politician, you can bet that politician is probably not going to advocate for things like socialized healthcare or anything like that. And if a candidate takes a lot of money from something like AIPAC, that is a sign they will probably have a heavy bias toward war in the Middle East. That's why people prefer when a candidate only takes like small donations from voters. There's no corporations, billionaires, or foreign governments pulling the strings there. Like how
oh my god, chat. What if I did? What if I didn't? Like, oh my god, what if I did? An AI anime of, I just took one of Netanyahu's speeches, and then I put Netanyahu on a stage in an idol outfit, and he's not even singing, he's just saying the speech, and then you have Lindsey Graham, and like Ted Cruz, and like all of these people with like glow sticks in the fucking, you know, the pen lights, like in the audience, and they're just going wild. That'd be so funny. Oh, actually, I should make it a song. I should actually make it a song. Do you think I'll get killed if I do that? What do you think, chat? What do you think are the odds? Do you think I get assassinated if I do that?
take money from you, the people. I'm funded directly by Big Simp. Some politicians...
Do you think that the state of Israel will assassinate me if I make a funny little video about Dear Leader? Yeah, no, man. No, that's exactly what they want. If I make a lighthearted video about little old Israel... Yeah, I'm sure that in times like these, with all the tensions and whatnot, they would just really hate that. They would really hate it. Yeah,
Some
man.
politicians sell out for the price of a Big Mac and fries. Yikes. In fact, one of the top donors to AIPAC was actually the creator of OnlyFans who died recently. He gave like millions of dollars to AIPAC. And AIPAC gives millions of dollars to the people in Congress. So in a weird way, our government was partially funded by OnlyFans whores. Checks out. But you gotta understand, a lot of these guys would do it for free. Hypothetical. One country must no longer exist.
True.
A, the United States.
No.
B,
No,
Israel.
no.
Choose. Read Revelations and report back. When
No,
people talk about
real?
separation of
Dude,
church
there's
and
no way.
state,
That's not real. That's not. Is this real?
What do you think?
read
Is this real?
Revelations and report
Yes.
back. When people talk about the separation of church and state,
I've seen
this
that
is the
tweet
shit they're talking
before.
about. What the like? What do you mean? There's an American politician saying he would rather the nation he allegedly serves be destroyed over evangelical Wakanda. Get this guy out of here!
Holy evangelical Wakanda.
I actually responded to this guy, and we had a little Twitter fight, and he just told me to read the Bible. There are people in charge of our country
Good argument. Good argument. Yeah.
right now who believe
Jeez.
we have to go to war for a biblical prophecy. That is a giant, major conflict of interest. We need to be asking people like Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham, Mike Huckabee, Mike Johnson. We need to be asking all these.
Okay, guys, hold on. But doesn't the Bible say that you can't predict when the end of the world happens? I thought that was the point. Like, what is this? This really is like death cult shit, man. Like, the more that I think about it, like they're willing to fuck up.
There's
so
a
much.
there's a loophole
They're
there,
willing to fuck up
but
so much
yes.
in order to like try to bring about the end of the world. It just seems like kind of like I'm just being real. It seems kind of like trying to accelerate and force the end of the world just seems very, like, disrespectful.
No.
Like, am I the only one that thinks that? Like, that just seems like, it just seems awful.
Wow.
Wow. The same exact question. Also, I just checked how much this guy gets paid from APAC. And,
Thank you, Leaflet.
Whoa, buddy! Okay, so here's where it gets schizophrenic. While I am telling you this, please keep in mind, I don't believe this. This is what they believe. Because as I was writing this, I felt like a crazy person. With the evangelical doomsday lore, there is something called the Third Temple. In Judaism, there were 2 temples. There was the first temple
here
built
we
around
go.
10th century BC, and the second...
Wait, hold on. Are they gonna talk about the cow? Wait, no. No. This isn't the cow thing, is it?
No, that's yes, but no. No, this is kind of a different thing. Okay, they are intralinked. I think that's the word. Anyway, I actually learned about the fucking Talmud and Second Temple Judaism, Rabbinic Judaism. I learned about all this shit recently. Okay, because for the longest time, you see, anytime a Christian, such as myself, brings up the Talmud, red flag. Okay, red flag. They are probably the most racist person you've ever met. Just so you understand. They are probably the most racist. Okay, no exaggeration. Like, I'm straight up, I'm being so for real right now. I'm not being hyperbolic. If you meet a Christian like that, and they say something Talmud, run. Run away. Do not listen to them. They are about to say some crazy shit. But anyway, I haven't read the Talmud yet, but I got the Spark Notes, and it's pretty crazy, bro. It's pretty crazy, but it's interesting. It's interesting, like what they say happened back then. It's pretty crazy. Okay, but it's important to keep in mind, Rabbinic Judaism is not the original Judaism. Okay, there was so we'll just start with Second Temple. Okay, there was Second Temple Judaism, and then Christianity showed up. Okay, basically spread, and most Jews converted, but the ones that stuck around, they became Rabbinic Jews. And then all that is to say that the Jews of today are like descendants of those Jews, at least like not like genetically, that's not really what I mean, but like spiritually, they are descendants of the original Rabbinic Jews. But Judaism has changed a lot. Okay, so all that is to say is, like, the Orthodox Jews, the Hasidic Jews, they are the closest thing to the original Rabbinic Jews. They are like the fundamentalists. Okay, and they just so happen to despise Israel. Okay, wow, crazy. Okay, but anyway, the Talmud, it's a pretty wild story that they got going on there. Not all the Jews believe it. Okay, ironically enough, especially the Zionist Jews don't really believe it. They cherry pick. Of course they do. But even most Jews, like most normal Jews will be like, what the fuck is the Talmud? The fuck is that? Like, because they've never read it. Okay, they focus on the original, the scripture. Okay, the Old Testament. And that's just like the main thing. Okay, that's the main course. Anyway, the Talmud is like an after thing.
There's like, okay, it goes like this. They have to rebuild the temple, so it's like the third temple, it'd be like the one that they rebuild. And in order to do that, they need a perfect red cow. It's like one of the ingredients to rebuild it. You need a red cow that has no other color but red on itself. So
you can think of the Talmud. If anybody is watching this and you're Jewish, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But you can kind of think of the Torah as like the Constitution, okay, and the Talmud is like it's like a U.S. case law, okay, like the Talmud is to the Holy Bible or the Torah, I mean, to the Talmud is to the Torah what United States case law is to the U.S. Constitution. Okay. If that makes sense. Anyway.
Cow, and it has to be uninjured and perfect. And you need that. You need to sacrifice that cow in order to build the third tower. I'm not even joking. Like, this is the actual lore, by the way. This is real. And so, like, what happened was there were people in America. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they are like the evangelical people, right? I don't know. But there was like people in America that were like working to actually create such a cow so that they could ship it to Israel. Yeah, this is a real thing. We'll see if she talks about it, but that's like the actual lore.
Temple built around 10th century BC, and the second temple rebuilt around the exile. And the third temple is this idea that a new Jewish temple will be built on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem to help usher in end times. Also, interesting side note here: Jewish people, especially Orthodox Chabad Jews, who are basically like the evangelicals of Judaism, believe building this temple will not bring on the end times, but the Messianic Age, otherwise known as the Golden Age, where everyone will live under Noahide laws, where the concept of worshiping Jesus would basically be illegal. Meanwhile, the evangelical end times, the Jews will convert to Christianity. So Christians and Jews are both looking to build this thing for very different reasons that do not complement.
Wait, hold on.
Evangelical end times, the Jews will convert to Christianity. So Christians and Jews are both looking to build this thing for very different reasons that do not.
So what do they think that they're duping each other? Like the Jews are like, yeah, we're tricking these evangelicals into a
yeah, that's the meme. Yeah. Hey, I'll be right back.
Like, actually, we're gonna actually. You don't know it yet, but we know that we know that you think that, but actually, we're gonna convert all of you into. Oh my God, this is so crazy.
Not complement each other at all, yet they are both working together to do it, and both think they will be right in the end. Pete Hegseth, our Secretary of War, has openly talked about rebuilding the third temple.
And there's no reason why the miracle of the reestablishment of the temple on the Temple Mount is not possible.
Man, we just want affordable homes and groceries. What is this? And Pete Hegseth, according to the president, is apparently the guy who does not want the war to end.
I said, Pete and General Raisin Cane, I think this thing's going to be settled very soon. Here they go. Oh.
She never mentions anything about the Iranians who are begging for our help. Yeah, I mean, that's like another thing, right? That part is true. By the way, I heard they just killed someone. Is that true? I heard that they just killed one of the protesters.
Hey, my bad. I'm back. I had to pause it because my headphones were disconnecting. Anyway.
They just like executed a bunch of them. I heard.
Let me go back a little bit actually.
And General Raisin
has openly talked about rebuilding the third temple.
And there's no reason why the miracle.
Yeah, I heard this part. Also, I already heard him say this.
Man, we just want affordable homes and groceries.
Too bad.
And Pete Hegseth, according to the president, is apparently the guy who does not want the war to end.
I said, Pete and General Raisin Cane, I think this thing's gonna be settled.
Look, man, we tried to tell y'all. We tried to tell you. I don't know if Shoe on Head was a Trump supporter. Probably. For anybody that doesn't know, Shoe on Head is like a classic libertarian. She was big on 4chan when I was a young lad. A young, impressionable teenager on 4chan at the ripe age of 15. And I remember seeing her plastered all over the place. Like she was, she's a girl, but she's based. she's a trad woman based, making videos. Okay, that was the common sentiment. Of course, there were still some people that were like, she's a whore woman. She's a fembot. But
she never mentions
anyway.
About the Iranians who are begging for our help. Yeah, I mean that's like another thing, right? That part is true. By the way, they just killed.
Oh yeah, well that makes it all okay because they're fucking insane Iranians in diaspora that want us to bomb their own people. That it's cool. It's cool that we're bombing them. Yeah, great.
The protesters. They just like executed a bunch of them. I heard.
Yeah, dude, they executed a fuck ton of protesters. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Nobody is saying that that's good. It's just not a reason to bomb the fuck out of them.
Let's see here. Your Charlton beats much of the 500. It requires the ashes of 7 pure red heifers to be made. Wait, 7? They need 7? I thought it was 1. I thought it was 1. They need 7? That's crazy.
He didn't want it to be said.
So, what is so bad about rebuilding this temple? If none of this is true, like, who gives a shit? Freedom of religion. Well, here's the issue. If the goal is to trigger a massive...
They're gonna have to destroy the mosque.
In order to get Jesus to return, they will do shit to make that happen. They will want to destroy and destabilize the Middle East.
That's true.
And they will use your sons and daughters to do it for them.
I go back to South Carolina, I'm asking them to send their sons and daughters over to the Mideast.
Wow, the childless warmonger will use your sons and daughters to do it for them.
I go back to South Carolina, I'm asking them to send their sons and daughters over to the Mideast.
Wow, the childless warmonger with no stake in the future and moles on his ass wants our children to go fight and die in another pointless war?
I don't know about the moles thing, but he doesn't have kids.
Look it up. Actually, wait, last thing is true, by the way. Fight and die in another pointless war? That last thing is true, by the way. Pointless warmonger with no stake in the future and moles on his ass wants our children to go fight and die in another pointless war? That last thing is true, by the way.
Why do they know that?
Look it up. Actually, don't. You'll regret it. Don't. Also, the area they want to build this temple thing on already has, like, a big mosque on it called the
Why do we know about that?
Mosque. I don't know how to say that. And destroying the site would have, like,
how?
devastating consequences for the Middle East and for us. Not that they care. Just keep an eye out if that Alaska mosque gets conveniently destroyed by a rogue Iranian missile or something.
Hold on, I need to find out. I'm sure it's true. I want to know how we know about that. Oh, I forgot okay. Hey, my bad. My bad, yeah. No, I knew about this. I didn't remember this part. I was so caught up in the fact that Lindsey Graham is a closeted homosexual. Okay, so in 2020, adult film actor Sean Harding and others implied Graham, a Republican senator known for his anti-LGBTQ+ stances, had hired male sex workers, sparking speculation about hypocrisy and potential blackmail. Okay, this shit is real, dude. That's so crazy. I can't show that. Wait, hold on. wait. Oh, okay, it's just a... Okay, never mind. Yeah, I didn't think there were pictures of him. When I came out of the bathroom, he was on the bed, naked, on all fours. I noted that there were dark marks around his anus. I asked if he had showered. He said yes. I asked if it was okay if I wiped him down. He said sure. Oh God. Then I realized his taint wasn't dirty. It was just full of moles. Oh my God. Okay, that's all for me. That's all for me, dog.
Iranian missile.
So yes, it is a holy war. We are being not...
Dude, that would be so crazy if that actually happens. It's like, guys, trust it was around. They did it.
Consensually dragged into a holy war by 3 different sets of desert people, just as I started to get my life together. Now here is the important question. Could all this doomsday talk these politicians are saying out loud just be religious pandering to the massive evangelical population that votes for the GOP to get them to vote for a war that is ultimately about, you know, like land and weapons and territory or whatever? Yes, absolutely yes. It could all be bullshit. They might not actually believe it. I mean, a bunch of politicians, like, they're going to islands and, like, rape kids. You think these people believe in God? But remember, like I said, many do. Sometimes people really do believe in things, and they will kill and die for them.
Yeah. You know, what she's talking about here, this is something that I don't talk about as much because, to be honest with you, I just don't really care. Like, I don't care if you actually believe it or not. Okay, if you believe in dispensationalism, fuck you. Fuck you. It's fuck you all day, motherfucker. Okay, but anyway, if you support Zionism, but you don't actually believe it, you just, like, want it for material gain, yeah, people do that. Okay, the elites do that. Yeah, for sure. Now, when it comes to politicians, it's actually a little bit harder to say with them. Okay, I would say that Lindsey Graham probably isn't genuine, probably, but I don't know, it could be one of those, like, I'm gay and I feel bad about it things, you know? But, like, a lot of they's politicians, it's like, the thing is, they don't benefit from Zionism directly. Okay, they're not like regular, they're not like mega wealthy people. Okay, the ultra rich, they plan to seize resources, okay, to consolidate wealth through these wars, right? They plan to steal from the countries that we fuck up. Okay, that's obviously the plan. But the politicians themselves, they don't really, I don't know if they, like, see it, like, purely for material gain. Okay, at the same time, they are receiving money from AIPAC, from others, from independent investors as well. Little bits of money here and there. But, like, they're getting paid, okay? They're getting their bag. Obviously. So, you know, it's not to say, like, they aren't getting nothing from it. Like, a lot of them are getting something out of it. But a lot of these politicians are definitely either doing it for the love of the game, or they're doing it because they're hoping that they can get something in the future. But like I said, I don't really give a fuck. Okay, the idiots that that go to my church and they believe in dispensationalism. Yeah, they're fucking stupid and evil, and they're not real Christians. And you know, I will show them mercy by not executing them on the spot. But I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm not gonna mince words. You know, they are terrible. They are cowards. And they believe in an evil ethnic purity ideology, and I hate that. So, anyway.
Make you go kill and die for them. I know it's hard for people to understand this. They understand it perfectly well when it comes to radical Islam, when Muslims will, like, blow themselves up for Allah or whatever. Yet when it comes to other religions, like, they can't really comprehend it. Just because you don't believe in something doesn't mean that people who do won't do crazy shit, like, because they believe in something. U.S. commanders across more than 30 military bases told troops the Iran war was part of God's plan and linked it to Armageddon. A commander said Trump was anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran to cause Armageddon. The Military Religious Freedom Foundation.
Yeah, and I've heard reports from like lower rank military people that some of the generals are telling them, like, this is the final war. This is Armageddon. That is insane, dog. What the fuck?
Over 110 similar complaints describing the war as...
Is that what Raisin Kane is saying now?
So here's the question. Does Trump believe in this? No. No, I don't.
Hell no.
And they talk about it all the time. And after Trump was like a millionaire away...
Yeah, no, Trump is a fucking atheist for sure. Like, I don't know, man. I'm not a Christian that, like, goes around, like speculating whether or not someone is a real Christian based on their personality. Okay, no. I speculate on whether they're a Christian or not, a real Christian, based on their beliefs. What they say is true, okay? Donald Trump, though... Donald Trump is different. Okay, he's the exception to this rule of mine, okay? No, I am sure he is an atheist. Not because of it, because you can't trust anything he says. Like, straight up. You can't trust anything he says. So, what is the truth to him? It's hard to say, okay? But anyway, yeah, the reason I know he doesn't believe this shit is because, of just, like, the way he is. His behavior, his personality, okay? His upbringing, right? He's a yuppie. He's the son of a slumlord turned Manhattan yuppie that, had delusions of grandeur when he was a young man. And then he grew up to actually seize power in our nation. And, yeah, I mean, it's all about money and power to him. He only sees material. He sees other people as objects, as things to play with. Nothing is sacred to him. I think he probably diddles children and eats babies. Okay, the whole 9 yards. For sure, dude, just like the Clintons. Remember, they were friends. Remember. They were friends. They're still friends. It's just behind closed doors.
Like Mike Huckabee in his ear, the United States ambassador to Israel, saying this in regards to bombing Iran. Mr. President, God spared you in Butler, Pennsylvania, to be the most consequential president in the century, maybe ever. The decision on your shoulders, I would not want to be made by anyone.
He put ketchup on his ear, bro.
There's only one voice that matters. His voice. I am your appointed servant in this land, and I am available for you. But I do not try to get in your presence often because I trust your instincts. No president in my lifetime has been in a position like yours. Not since Truman in 1945. I don't reach out to persuade you, only to encourage you. I believe you will hear from heaven, and that voice is far more important than mine or anyone else's. You sent me to Israel to be your eyes, ears, and voice, and make sure our flag flies above our embassy. My job is to be the last one to leave. I will not abandon this post. Our flag will not come down. You did not seek this moment. This moment sought this post. It flies above our embassy. My job is to be the last one to leave. I will not abandon this post. Our flag will not come down. You did not seek this moment. This moment sought you.
Wait, hold on, what's bad about that? Wait, this one I don't really see anything bad with this one. Is it just me?
Oh yeah, I forgot it was him, dude. Yeah, Mike Huckabee.
This doesn't seem that bad.
Come down. You did not seek this moment.
This doesn't seem that bad. Oh, if only you knew. If only you knew how bad things really were. I envy people like Leaflet, like Asmongold, and not just for their fame and notoriety. You know, of course, that would be nice. I am a content creator, after all. But, and I'm a political commentator at that. I envy how ignorant they are. They really don't know. They just sit around, they look at their chat, they look at Trump, they say, yeah, based, they move on. It must be so nice.
What do you mean by this, chat? In conclusion, Evangelical Wakanda is an interesting
I wish I was a Republican, man.
Specifically, I don't really think there's anything wrong with it.
Aspect to all of this to consider.
It's a bit cringy. I mean, sure, he's like a Trinibio, like, sure. Me too.
Not be the only cause of the war. I don't think it is. I think there's many different reasons. I think it is pretty important to consider the fact that there are people in power right now who are very close to the President of the United States who may be a teeny itsy bitsy bit biased when it comes to war in the Middle East.
Arsene says that this shoe video is cringe, not one of the very good ones. Well, like, I think she brings up some pretty good points, I think. I mean, I think it is pretty cringe, a lot of the stuff that people are saying in regards to Israel. And if it's true that that a lot of the support is to, like, try to bring about, like, the end of the world, I mean, it's pretty bad, you know? I don't know. I'll ask a see, how does she know US never did this for the
It's like pretty bad, yeah. Yeah, that is pretty bad, Leaflet. You're right, dude.
Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Yeah, that's kind of bad, I think.
With no bleeps, donate to my Patreon, link down below.
Starlight Kid says, I read this video last night. She brought a lot of good points, but the issue I took with, she never brought the humanitarian crisis in Iran. I mean, I think that's a fair point. I think it's a fair point that there are obviously a lot of Iranians that are kind of against what's going on in the government, and from reports I saw, they were executing people recently. So,
all Patreons get a raw version of each video a day
yes.
before. Become a member of Big Sim
Yes,
today.
they were
also,
doing that,
Leaflet. Again, for sponsoring this video. It was hard to get a sponsor for this video. I was about to do it with no sponsor, and Ground News was like, sure, we'll do it. Talk about whatever you want. Like, that's based. That's based. Go give them some love. And I will see you guys next time with a slop video. I promise.
We should take the religious stuff out and should just focus on saving lives. Like,
behind every evil action, there is a logical thought process. Okay, this is true with our war. Alright, even though it may seem purely ideological on the surface with all this Zionism shit, there is very obviously material gain to be had here. And that is the true reason for this war. Okay. Now, Iran executing their civilians, around 7,000 of them. I've seen some reports as high as 30,000. Okay, probably not that high. But, you know, they've executed a lot of people. That's wrong. That's evil. I don't think it's very reductive to say that that's evil. Okay, it is. It's just that they are doing it for a reason. And it's not a really terrible reason. Like, we know for a fact that some of these protests, many of these protests in Iran, were egged on by Mossad agents. Okay? So, again, I'm not saying it's okay for them to execute civilians. That's super fucked up. It's just that Israel, we know, was causing this shit. Because they always are. Listen, anytime there's something fucked up happening in the Middle East, chances are Israel is behind it. Unironically. Unironically, dude. It's a rule of thumb. Okay? It's not 100%. It's not. Okay? But, like, probably like 90% of the time, if something fucking crazy happens in the Middle East, it was Mossad, bro. And you could say the same thing about South America and the CIA. Okay? Anytime there's some fucked up, crazy shit happening down there, it's probably the CIA. Okay? Let's be so for real. So, my point is Israel, they cause this fucked up shit to happen, and then they cry about it, and then they use it as an excuse to escalate more and more. They egg on, and then they use the retaliation from that egging on to escalate further. And they've been doing this for decades. Iran has shown an immense amount of restraint against this genocidal, evil apartheid state. They have. Iran is a peace dove. Yes, they executed their civilians. Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, they throw gay people off of roofs. That's fucked up. They are still the most peaceful nation on the planet. And I'll stand by that.
I think.
But anyway, what does Leaflet
like,
think?
The Middle East isn't my forte, and it's not. It's because I just don't. Like, there are other people that are better at the Middle East stuff than me. Like, you could even probably ask, like, Nux about it. Like, I don't really know that much about the Middle East.
No, don't ask Nux about it. Do not.
For me to do,
Why would you tell your audience that? Ask Nux about it? Huh? He's Israeli. Also, he's a pedophile. VTuber.
Like, real comments on it, 'cause I don't know
Interesting.
so I can only really answer
Yo, I'm just saying, Leaflet, I'm not saying you're a pedophile VTuber. Well, actually, I am saying that now, but if I wasn't saying that, then like, you sure do be hanging around a lot of other pedophile VTubers.
overarching mentality that people have in regards to it. Like I said about how it's kind of cringe to try to bring about the end of the world. I think it's really disrespectful to do that. A lot of it was weakening China's influence. I mean, sure, yeah. And see, the thing is, it's like I would think that was a good reason, right? Like, and it's kind of what I'm saying is,
huh?
Do we really want a long protracted long protracted thing? Like, probably not. You know, but a surgical
Oh
strike
my
that
god,
has a high
dude.
effect with like low amounts of committal. Like, I think that's probably a good thing. So,
Dude, okay. This war could have been detrimental for China. It's not though. Okay, it's not that it's still bad. Still bad for China. It's bad for everyone. This war is going to be it is going to collapse the global economy. It is, straight up. And I don't think America is going to be insulated from it this time. It is so over, dude. It sucks. And I hate being right about this. You know, like fucking dipshit Shoe on Head was saying earlier. I hope I'm wrong. I unironically, I hope I'm wrong about this, but I don't think she's wrong about it. I don't think I'm wrong about it. None of us are wrong about it. This is gonna be really bad. But anyway, China isn't even being as affected by it as I originally thought, and they probably won't ever be, because they do have a lot of reserves, and oil is continuing to trickle through the strait and into China, mostly. So, you know, China, and they deserve it. Okay, China hasn't done fucking anything to anyone. Yet another enemy of the United States that literally hasn't done anything to us. They're just like doing their own thing. Okay, now I'm not saying that like China is perfect. Okay, I have real criticisms of China. Okay, and in fact, there are things about America, about our republic, that I would not give up to move to China. But like, China isn't bombing everyone. China isn't bombing us in particular. And yet these people talk about like China like they're the fucking Antichrist. What the fuck? Anyway.
we need more deportations. Yeah, I think that's actually a much more pressing issue for us, for sure. Because if we don't deport people and we don't like,
yeah, that's gonna fix everything. Yeah, dude.
Before, that if America is cooked,
oh, that's gonna fix everything.
We need like space and we need like access to other planets, so that if we have to do another you know, colonizing the new world to like make new America, like we would need that. We would need like
what?
There's nowhere to run to left.
No, you can't. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Could we colonize Mars in our lifetime? Maybe. Okay, it's a little science fiction, little bit, but I actually think that it's possible. And I'm not saying that we should do it. Actually, I of course, I don't think we should. Like we have shit going on Earth that matters. That's more important than fucking Mars, okay? And if you think that like nuclear annihilation is gonna end humanity, it's not. Okay, it would kill a lot of us. But like yeah, people could survive on Earth. They could survive nuclear annihilation. The only thing that that might kill us is a fucking space radiation laser. Okay, and no, I'm not making that shit up. That shit's real. Okay, or at least it's theoretically real. Okay, I don't think it's been observed yet. But there are possibly like large beams of radiation that could just hit the Earth, hit our solar system at any moment. But like these beams are so large, it would like consume our entire solar system. So yeah, Mars isn't gonna save us from that either. But basically what I'm saying is it's pointless. Well, it's not pointless, but it's like colonizing Mars is like one of those things that like isn't super practical. It's just like, can we do it? Okay, but anyway, even if we do colonize Mars, they can't survive without the Earth supply chain. Okay, like we're going to have to send supplies to them. Unless we terraform the planet first, which would take like technology that is way advanced in the future, like way future technology, and even then it would take at minimum decades, I think. Okay, I don't know. Maybe you could get it done in less time with like some crazy technology, but like even terraforming Mars in just a few decades would take like crazy advanced future shit. Okay, more realistically, if we had some huge technological leap, we could maybe terraform Mars in a few hundred years. Okay, but anyway, and also that's assuming that we're correct and there's ice on Mars, okay, which I think there is, so, you know, yay. But anyway, it doesn't matter, okay? It's fucking stupid. It's dumb. We can't. That's not a solution. It's just cope. You're basically saying like, oh well, if we fuck shit up here, we'll have Mars as a backup. Like, no, man. They are going to depend on us. If civilization on Earth ends, the people on the Mars colony will die. Okay?
Pretty bad, though. Anyway, I'll link you guys a video.
Yeah, man. Alright, anyway,